What's up, CHFFL? It is Sunday early afternoon. I'm pushing my deadline to get the week 2 preview video up, but we're going to go right on into it. I'm going to do all 6 matchups again, and I'm going to give you my predictions. Last week I went 3-3, so hopefully I can do better this week. And got another great game of the week choice. Save that for the end. So we're going to go conference by conference one more time. And the anime got a little Persona 5, this is Life Will Change. The animated series is out on Netflix and Hulu right now. Highly recommended. We got My Girly Girly Literature Club against Roy's Super Mario Star Power. We got Brad's Soul Eater Leonard against Mark's Your Thighs in April. Brad looking to bounce back after getting kind of screwed in his matchup week 1. And then Max with the Gordon Smash against Wes Full Metal Alchemera. Two good teams, both had wins week 1. See what happens there. Now, my game against Roy, big question for me is, can Stafford, who I drafted thinking he was a high floor guy who was going to be consistent but never amazing, can he bounce back from being terrible and throwing 4 or 5 picks in week 1? Roy has TJ Yeldon at flex, and my phone has not yet told me that Leonard Fournette is not playing, so that's something that we're going to have to monitor. I don't think it'll matter, though. I think Roy has better matchups than I do this week. Devontae Adams and Fitzgerald both have bad ones. My team is not looking so hot, so I'm probably going to start 0-2, but I believe in myself to come back later this season. So then we had Brad at Mark. I mentioned Brad kind of got screwed last week, and it's looking the same this week as AJ Green put up 29 points on Thursday. Brad's a little bit banged up in his running back slots right now with Fournette. And I forget he's having somebody else who's questionable. I think Mark's going to get his second win. He's just too far ahead already, and this is going to be tough for Brad starting out 0-2 when his team really looks strong. The anime conference is a mess right now. All right, last up we got Max against Wes. Two good teams, both had wins week 1. Max got negative 4 points from the Ravens defense Wes, got negative 4 points from the Ravens defense on Thursday. Max is starting the Chargers again after they put up negative 7 in week 1. So you got two guys with a lot of good skill positions that haven't been able to hit on special teams. I think this is going to be a really close match. I like Max, though. I'm going with the floors, the guys that I think are consistent over Wes's guys who can go insane on any given week. We'll see what happens, though. Let's jump on over to the Fortnite conference. And I said I wanted some cheesy music for the Fortnite stuff, but this is actually a great electronic track. Dark All Day from Gunship's new album, which is coming out next month. Now we got the Snobby Shores Pistol Whip against, Tilted Tower Tank Ticklers, Keanu's Chug Jugs versus the Salty Springs Spartans, and the Dusty Divot Dark Vikings versus the Risky Reels and Watson Thrills. I do think that the Fortnite was kind of a lame conference choice, but I do love getting to nail all these tongue twisters a couple of times a week. Thanks, guys. All right, so Pistol Whips against the Tank Ticklers. Grant really needs his running backs to bounce back. He's starting Royce Freeman and Jamal Williams again. Williams, this might be the last week. He's startable with Aaron Jones coming off suspension. For Parker, Aaron Rodgers is kind of, the cornerstone high floor of his team, but he's questionable with the injury from last week, and they're playing the Vikings. That's a tough matchup. Don't think it matters, though, because I think Parker's the stronger team here, especially with AP patching up his running back spot, James White still being a decent start while Michelle gets worked back in. I think Parker goes 2-0. All right, so next we got Marty against Minnie. Minnie has Geronimo Allison from Green Bay in at flex, and I feel like, especially with the tough matchup in Minnesota, this could be a boom or bust thing where Allison could break one off or he could not be in the game plan very much. And then on Minnie's side, Brady and Gronk are both going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Very tough defense. I don't think you hold those two up, though, and I think that Marty's going to pick up a win here. Finally, game of the week. We got Stan's Keanu's Chug Jugs against Swan, Salty Springs Spartans. Swan, he had a really good draft board going into the draft, and he was kind of one of the favorites. He looked bad week 1. He has to reset his course. Stan, though, looked great week 1. Definitely a favorite right now in the Fortnite conference. and he could run away with it if he can pull off a string of wins here at the beginning of the season. Swan is without Devonta Freeman, which makes things even tougher, and I'm going to predict Stan wins because I'm not picking against him 2 weeks in a row after he really showed me up last week. Still think this is the game to watch, though, because Swan's, I mean, it's too early in the season to say desperate, but it would be really upsetting for him if after having a good off season, he starts out 0-2. So thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to like, subscribe, and we'll be in touch as the games progress this week. See ya.